Hello and welcome to HW Straight Drive with me, Anil Rajput, and our sports editor Manish Kuti. In the last episode, we discussed how India impressively registered victories in the first two ODIs, but later it rather failed to emerge victorious against Australia in the third and the fourth ODI. So Manish, is this a concern for India ahead of the World Cup?
Well, losing consecutive matches at home is definitely a cause for concern, but we don't have to read too much into it. We've not brought all the best players onto the park, like Dhoni was not playing yesterday, Hardik Pandya was not there. So there is still, a good set of players who are supposed to be playing for us in the World Cup. But we just can't brush everything under the carpet. Our fifth bowler concern was there yesterday, and so was it in the earlier match. Remember, we won the second ODI in the last over when actually Vijay Shankar had to come and bowl. So now the problem with India is that they try to bowl out their fifth bowler option well before the 40th over. In doing so, what happens is that they're giving the players time to get adjusted to the wicket, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. We picked up two early wickets, but we did not put in too much of pressure. Virat Kohli's plan was to try and get Kedar Jadhav when Vijay Shankar's over through. So he got them very early on. He in fact got Chahal only in the 22nd over, which goes to say that it is not the best idea of getting your fifth bowler off straight away. He could have put in more pressure, should have tried and picked up a couple of more wickets. Remember, they were chasing more than 350 runs. That was a lot of runs. But unfortunately, it did not happen. So cause for concern, yes, no doubt about that. So this is a definite eye-opener. It would be very interesting to see how we play the fifth and final one-day international.
Talking about the fifth bowling concern, India gave more than 300 runs in the last two matches. So how could it fare? It could be a problem for India in the World Cup.
Okay, if India has given more than 300 runs in the last two ODIs, Australia gave away 350 runs yesterday and India scored 280. So, like we had discussed in one of our earlier shows, one-day matches in India is going to be a batting paradise. The batsman will come and score a lot of runs. It's actually a bowler's graveyard, and that has actually come out true. I was very surprised that our spinners have not been able to actually penetrate. And that is the reason why we're not able to win matches.
Talking about yesterday's match, what according to you was the turning point? Those two sixes of Kedar Jadhav over, or those two drop catches?
Okay, when they chased 350 runs, they did a very systematic way of approaching the target. They lost two early wickets, but then they put on a beautiful partnership. Hanscom and Khwaja played very well, and they laid a very strong foundation from where people like Maxwell and Turner came and just turned the match around. So if I have to point out the reason why India lost, one of the definite reasons is the poor fielding. So the drop catches definitely, but more than the drop catches, I think the missed stumping by Rishabh Pant of Turner when he was about 30-35 actually proved to be our bad time.
How do you rate Australia's batting performance? Like in the earlier match, Usman Khwaja scored a century. In the yesterday's match was about to score a century. Peter Hanscom, Glenn Maxwell, and now Turner. How do you rate this performance? Like, is this fourth batsman the real strength of Australian batting?
Australia have got a fantastic batting lineup, but now it looks like, right? Maybe a couple of months back when we toured and we played them in the one-day series, we defeated them pretty easily. And it looked like that when they would come to India, it would be like a walk in the park. Far from it. They are now proving to be a very strong side. And remember, there is no Warner and there is no Smith. Once these two guys come in, I don't know in whose place they would come in, then Australia really becomes a very strong contender for the World Cup.
What was the real reason why India fielded badly? Because there was two drop catches, then there was Rishabh Pant's poor wicket keeping.
See, India off late has been a very good fielding side because Virat emphasizes that they need to be good fielders. Couple of reasons I would put my finger on. One is there was dew on the ground. Now when you have dew on the ground, the ball is slippery. So that could be one of the reasons. The second reason is the lights. Normally, cricket grounds around the world have got 4 floodlights. This has got 16. That's because the height of the lights are much lower because of the airport that's close by. So balls that comes flat, it's difficult to pick. That could be one of the reasons that India dropped these catches. But you know what? We're not playing there for the first time. We've played there for so many years that all these things should have been taken into account. Moreover, we won the toss. very surprisingly, Virat opted to bat first.
Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan played a great performance yesterday. Should Rohit Sharma had extended his batting? Should he have not played that shot?
See, Anil, even if Rohit Sharma would have scored some more runs, 350 odd runs is a very, very good total. This is the first time India have lost after scoring more than 350 runs. So the runs were there. I think the batsmen played very well. It was just one of those days when nothing went according to plan. And moreover, I think they really missed MS Dhoni behind the stumps.
There's a series final in Delhi. What are expectations from Indian team, or rather Indian batting?
See, the batsmen will still score runs. Delhi is a very different kind of a wicket. It could be slow and low, so the spinners should come into play. If India wins a toss, it will be very interesting to see the pitch before they obviously will take a call whether they need to bat first or bowl first. This is literally like a finals. Okay, the team that wins this match wins the series. So it's going to be a very tough match. I'm sure Australia have got the momentum now. They're full of confidence. Chasing more than 350 runs is not a joke. So they've done that successfully. Their batsmen are in top form also. They scored another 300 plus runs in Ranchi. So all these things put together, it's going to be a real cracker of a game in Delhi on Wednesday. My guess is that probably India will win the match.
Also, will India be under pressure? Like, they have lost 2 games in a row, and that's also by scoring huge runs. Would Australia have the upper hand in the final?
As of now, I'm sure Australia have the upper hand. There is no doubt about that. However, a good wake-up call is what India needed. And like what Virat said yesterday at the post-match interview, he said it was an eye-opener. If it was an eye-opener and they've woken up, I'm sure they'll bring their A-game to the park. And if they do that, I see no reason why India will not be able to win the match.
And also, any chances of a team change in the final match?
I don't know whether they need to test anybody else. I think they had to take Rishabh Pant, they gave him a chance. They had to give KL Rahul, they gave him a chance. I don't know whether they would want to play Jadeja. That must be something that the team management will think, right? Because Jadeja brings in a lot of dimensions to the game and to the team. He's a brilliant fielder, and in fact now you realize how important his fielding was, because he got Hanscom out, run out. If Hanscom was actually batting very well then, right? So it will be interesting to see if Jadeja is included. I would be very, very happy if he's included.
So that's all in this episode of Straight Drive. We'll meet you at the next game, or probably the series final. Till then, it's goodbye from all of us.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel.